this whole presentation, and I'm presenting to you Lafia, our healthcare app that meets you where you are. Okay, sorry. Okay. So the problem majorly that we're trying to address is the Nigerian struggle to access quality healthcare. We have two personas here. We have Amina, we have Chidera. Both of them have struggles accessing quality healthcare. On Amina's side, she's trying to access quality healthcare for her diabetic father in Ibadan, right? Trying to book him, trying to get him to, go to hospitals, but there are issues like long wait times, doctor to patient ratio, people, having to wait up to weeks before they can even access any type of doctor access, right? On Chidera's side, Chidera, just woke up with a chest discomfort on a public holiday and he can't even get a timely hospital appointment. And he's sort of apprehensive when it comes to like online practitioners from like different apps and tools, because most of them are independent, so he's a bit worried about doing all of those, right? And we realized in our research that these stories are not unique, right? It's part of a bigger problem that we have in Nigeria, right? Joanne rightfully said, 70% of Nigerians are paying out of pocket for healthcare. There's a crazy doctor to patient ratio, of 1 to 5,000. 40+% of facilities are urban centric. So what hope is there for people in the rural areas to access healthcare? Health records are scattered, there's no centralized database, and there's a difficulty in most people to trust doctors online, especially outside of the big and urban areas, right? So we looked at this and said, okay, what are we going to do? We now reached out to potential users, right? We conducted a survey of like about close to 100 people, and he offered us a lot of rich insights, right? We found out that 73.7% would be willing to use a healthcare app that can connect them to, doctors, as long as those doctors are affiliated with a known hospital or clinic, right? And we also did, an assessment on the features that people would want to have, right? Chat-based consultations, prescription access, and digital health records. And these were the basis of our MVP, which is Lafia, a smarter, simpler way to access healthcare. So Lafia solves the problem of access by giving instant access to verified doctors through your phone, secure and cloud-based health records, in-app chat, and prescription management through partnerships with pharmacies, and multilingual in progress mobile-first design, so that your uncle in Ibadan can actually see the entire app in Yoruba, for example. All right. So our Lafia brand is built on trust, clarity, and care. Right, trust, verified doctors, secure data, health, hospital partnerships, and also as pharmacy partnerships too. We also aim to make this app easy to use in plain language with a human-first design, and we design it with empathy for real Nigerian lifestyles. Lafia, typically translates to wellness or good health, and our tagline is healthcare which meets you wherever you are, whatever location you are situated in. Okay, right. So this is pretty much our brand identity. Is a work in progress. You can see our logo here, a bit of work on our landing page as well. You can sort of see how that sort of looks. Still a work in progress, but this is what we're going to come up with as regards the identity that we want to have for our brand. And the business opportunity is indicated here. We took a stab at the total value of Nigeria or Africa's digital health sector. We now broke it down to Nigeria's digital health market, looking at smartphone penetration to see, okay, who can we actually access, right? And we also explored partner potential, right? While doing this based off of partnerships with hospitals, pharmacies, and potentially HMOs as well, so that a typical user can open up the app and say, oh, hey, this particular doctor is affiliated with this hospital, and this hospital is covered by this HMO, and this HMO is the HMO that my workplace currently uses, so I can actually go with this person for my consultation as well. We also have showcased here, SDG alignment in terms of SDGs 3, 9, and 10. Market sizing is just based off of like the feedback from the previous slide. So we just did, left. All right, so we just did a couple of calculations based off of that. Which I can always dig into when we have more time. We also did a bit of competitor analysis and highlighted some of Lafia's differentiators, right? And one of our key selling factors is hospital-backed verification for trust, which we identified as one of the major issues why people don't, like using online health platforms. Right, so product roadmap and internal timelines. Things we have done so far, we've done user research, initial, we've done MVP feature prioritization, we have a product vision finalized, and the current work in progress are we're working on registration and authentication system development, endpoints and the likes. We're still developing a brand identity. We are still working on pricing to find out how exactly we're going to fit best into the market against those competitors. We have done it on the user feature side, but now we want to come in with pricing that sort of suits the ecosystem that we're trying to penetrate. We plan to be done sometime in September, as you can see from the roadmap. So we're trying to use July to September to work on having an MVP that we can actually
Your time is
present.
up.
Thank you very much. 5
Thank
minutes
you.
goes by pretty fast.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Everyone said you were rapping, but thank you for sticking to the time. All
Yeah,
right.
no problem.
I don't know if Brooks is back, but Gideon, I think I can see Shetemi here, right? Hi Shetemi. Are you are you for us or against us? So, but I think in the meantime, Gideon, you can give your responses or your feedback.
Can you hear
Is
me?
Gideon still here?
Yes, I'm here. Okay,
Okay.
hi, Ade. I think it's great that you guys are building for health, especially with the problems
I don't,
that
Susan.
you that you've addressed. I what challenges? I want to ask, what challenges do you foresee, or have you encountered, or do you foresee yourself encountering with this product?
I think one of the major challenges is honestly like even tied to our USP, which is like securing some of these partnerships. But I am confident that because of like Nigerians typically have like a general trust issue, even hospitals as well. And our plan to scale that is actually to show the potential, right? Because for hospitals, if they are onboarded on this platform, that gives them more direct access to, especially some in like some areas, that gives them more direct access to revenue streams. Because at the end of the day, yes, they want to treat people, but at the end of the day, they also want to make money, especially like in the private sector as well, right? So we're giving them access to that base of people who can, sort of interact with their services um, from anywhere at the first consultation before actually, coming for like a physical appointment. And the same goes for what's it called, for pharmacies and even HMOs, right? It is typically the trust hurdle, but once we're able to scale that by showing them the value and projections from using the platform, and it's even something we're working into pricing, right? Sort of like giving these people like a sort of a 1 month, okay, come on board for 1 month, see how things are. Based off of that, you can decide whether you want to pay to continue to use the platform, right? So sort of like a freemium model where they get to see, because like I said, the problem in Nigeria is a lot of trust center things. People don't want to pay for stuff that they're not sure of, both on the patient side and the hospital side. So if we want to deploy a freemium model such that they can see the value and say, okay, hey, this has paid me for a month. Yeah, I'm going to subscribe for this and, keep, using this, system and all of that. So that is the major hurdle and, how we plan to address that.
All right, no problems. Because when it comes to health, there is usually the problem with confidentiality. So you're talking to somebody over the phone, you can't completely trust the person to all that information. Now, is this
Yeah.
product okay? So, is the person supposed to receive treatment virtually over the phone?
Okay, so it's supposed to provide access in the sense of like initial consultation, right? Because a lot of people don't even necessarily know what the problem is per se, right? So it's the initial POC, so initial point of contact, right? So there's an initial consultation, right? So through that consultation, they can now book a physical appointment, right, at the time agreed by both the doctor and the patient. All right, so it's initial consultation, giving them that access. Okay, hey, what's going on? What have you experienced? Okay, oh, I think you need to come in to see me on Wednesday by so time. This is what you need to come in for the consultation. And oh, hey, we are covered by your HMO as well, so that sorts itself, right? Sort of like even like a seamless experience from just that initial contact from the from POC to actually getting into the hospital and just of skipping the queues essentially. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Hi
Awesome.
guys, this
Brooks,
is
are you here? Are you with us or against us?
I am with you. I went to fight some quick battles.
All right.
Anyways, well done guys. Thank you so much for your feedback, Gideon. So who do we have next?
So Brooks, I just want to confirm, Shitemi is also supposed to be like one of the would I say judges or um
Yes, that's correct.
okay. All right, Shitemi, I saw that you're having audio issues. I don't know if you can fix that because I think it would just make sense if both you and Gideon can give feedback. So like as Gideon has given feedback for this team, maybe for the next team, you can do so we can interchange, right? And then maybe if anyone has anything to add, they'll just add in the chat box.
All
Um
right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Okay, yeah, so it's good now. So I think for this next team, you would give the feedback for that. Does that work?
Yeah, yeah, that works.
Shitemi, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, that works. Yeah.
Okay, all right, great. So team 20, that's Shalom Jessica. Is she on stage yet?
Okay,
Yes,
Shalom is
yes.
the next person, right?
Yeah. So I think we need to go back to giving, present
Yeah,
panelists access. Yeah.
I've given her access to that.
All right. Shalom, hi. You're muted. So what's happening? Or is there someone else for team 20? Okay.
Here now. I just had to join as a panelist.
Okay, all right. So you can start sharing your screen. The floor is yours. Your time starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I will be presenting Sila on behalf of Team 20. My name is Shalom Jessica. Sometimes I just sit in class pretending to understand. I smile, nod, but truly I'm lost. That's Aisha, 21, smart, hard of hearing since birth. Without captions or signs, she's locked out of learning. She's not alone. There are millions like her, and Sila is how we change that. Over 11 million Nigerians live with hearing or speech impairments. Most can't access interpreters or tech that works in local dialects. Sila is fixing a tech gap. It's fixing a human gap. Now, who is our audience? We start with Gen Z audience like Aisha, but we also have secondary users like the parents, teachers, NGOs, young professionals, all situated in Nigeria, and Sila is for them all. What is our solution? Sila is a mobile-first platform that turns voice into sign language, text into speech, and videos into accessible content. It lets Aisha follow her lectures. It lets her transform her recordings into text, helping her engage with her peers and instructors. The market opportunity for Sila is quite interesting. Africa's digital transformation market will hit $52 billion by 2030. With 136 million people facing hearing loss in Nigeria, 11 million is just the start. And for our sum, we have 600,000 early users under students, schools, NGOs, and that's just 5 to 6% of our sum. Let us take a look at the competitive analysis for Sila. We have existing tools like Ava, Google Live Transcribe, and Single, but they are great tools, but not for. They don't support local accent or offline use. And this is where Sila thrives. Speak to text, real-time transcription, video transcription, and signboarding. That is our competitive edge. For business opportunity, Sila directly contributes to SDG 4, that's for quality education, reduce inequalities, and decent work and economic growth. Users will save up to 30,000 naira per month on interpreters, while we project a 200 million naira monthly subscription and 1 billion plus via partnerships and grants. But is that really Sila's value? It is when mothers can understand their child. It is when friends can understand each other. It is when instructors can get to converse with their students. This is Sila. Sila means sign your language. Our colors are bold, our logo is expressive with vibrant colors, soft fonts that signals inclusivity, and the color purple that is inclusive of the deaf community and expression. Our tagline, hear the world differently. Our brand is youthful, inclusive, and African first. Product research, done. User journey, mapped. What is next for us is we launch in next 3 months by including this product in different dev schools this quarter. Then we scale across Nigeria and beyond. For our research, we have interviewed 40 plus users, conclusive of deaf youth, parents, interpreters, and they asked for very similar features. They asked for local sign support, dignity over PT, tools that truly work, custom notification, and video call with sign interpretation, real-time transcription. And Sila answers that. Sila is not just a platform, it's a promise that no one should be left behind unheard. Sila is the bridge that connects
You
hearts
have
and
1 minute
minds beyond
left.
words, unlocking true communication with those who hear through their hands and feel through their eyes. Thank you.
You
Wow.
still have like 50 seconds, or you're done?
Yes, I'm done actually.
Oh, great. Thank you. Shetemi, over to you. Gideon, I think if maybe after Shetemi talks, if there's still anything you want to add, you can maybe just drop it in the chat box for them. All right. Shetemi.
Thank you, Derry. I think let me just say something.
Okay, Rooks, over to you, please. I'm supposed to just be timekeeper. I beg.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry. Thank you.
Go ahead. Do you want to say something?
No, just go ahead, please.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I can subscribe already. Shalom or Jessica, have you guys already started? I mean, I feel like the idea is solid, brilliant.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, I mean, there are a lot of maybe thoughts, but I don't know if you can, maybe if I can ask questions before I can, maybe it's one of the things too. So I just want to be sure I understand very well. So it means that you would be able to give people the sign language of the audio conversation they're having.
Yes, correct.
So that's going to be like real time now. So it means that as people are speaking, then you would have like an assistant. So I don't know. Do you want, I know that there's still a lot of figuring out that you have, but are you going to help use maybe artificial intelligence? I don't know. I don't want to throw this into your conversation, but how do you intend to
Yeah.
do it?
We've gotten, my team and I've gotten this feedback from a number of people, and how is this feasible? Basically, when we look at, I don't know if you had seen that we had the mascot. So basically, it's like an AI assistant, but yes, it's going to be real time, sign language transcription of the audio that's, the conversation. So the mascot is here. We have real time feedback, and there's going to be like basically having an interpreter in your phone. That's what to answer that question, basically that feature. But for now, we do not have the AI engineers, but we plan to infuse that for our next MVP2 expansion. But that's basically the idea. Thank you.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe part of my advice would be to also like, nail down the possibility of how you're solving the problem so that at the end of the day, you don't get distracted with like the real thing. So you want to nail down even how the process of the how very well. But I believe the idea is, like it's amazing because it's a gap that we have here. So that we can include people, giving people the opportunity to be part of a conversation irrespective of their, what's it called now, irrespective of their disability, right? Because everybody at the end of the day is useful. Then also, in the engineering side of things, I probably would also maybe want you guys to, just do a lot of research around the fact that how can you, implement this with, something like what you have with Grammarly. Grammarly also does something similar, but even though it's just grammar that is understanding and breaking down, right? But you want to think about how you have like an AI in the background, right? Maybe like a Google extension or something people
Yeah.
can call.
Yeah,
And
but currently we have like a two-way chat thing where we can record chats and transcribe with in the interface of the chat. But for that feature, it's still in view. We're not taking it off the board, but it's still in view. But thank you for your feedback.
all right, really fun. Obviously, I think I like the brand identity as well. It's a lot inclusive, and yeah, it shows like a lot of research has been done too. How are you managing the team, if I can ask? Are you guys having issues? How are you managing relationship between different sides of it, the engineers, the data people? How are you guys managing that?
Well, I won't say we're having any direct issues or serious issues. We understand each other's weaknesses and strength, and we just focus on our strength basically. So we already have like a very interesting sync. I know how my team members work in product management. I know how the design guys work. I know how the dev guys work. We understand each other, and we just have that sync and flow. We're basically like a huge tight community basically. So we don't have any issues with communication, understanding each other's views and opinions, and we just have one goal, and that's what we're working towards, basically.
All right. So again, I think what I can add is have task management process where there's deadline and there is the person in charge of each particular thing. So if on them they are doing something, don't let them just say we are doing it. Okay, we are doing it with what expectation of when it's going to be ready. So that as much as possible, there is a target that each person is working on at every point in time. So this will also help you to get more stuff done, right, in regards to this. And you still need to do a lot of research. So I believe like the engineers need to do a lot of more research as well into different ways to understand. But I mean, so far, generally the brand is fine. I like that where it's cutting edge and it can change a lot of things for you guys if you're able to build this out properly. So Gideon, I don't know if you have something else to have.
Thank you very much, Chitemi. Our most accurate timekeeper. Are we still on track? Dairy?
We're not on track, oh. Please, shit me like 3 minutes. I know you had a lot of questions, but please, I don't want to sleep here. I want to go and sleep. So,
Oh, thank
so
you.
yeah. I think Olamide is next for Team 21.
Yeah, so
Olamide is
Olamide,
ready. Let's go.
always ready. I like the ginger.
All right.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
Um, yeah,
The floor is
I'm
yours.
Olamide Bankole. Okay, and I'll be presenting on behalf of Team 21. I'll be introducing Villam Hub to you, a platform that connects sustainable agriculture and environmental sustainability. Nigeria is facing a growing food and sustainability crisis. We are dealing with 36% inflation, 30% farm yield loss due to water scarcity, and up to 67 hours of power outages every week. Meanwhile, food prices are rising, no easy access to reliable suppliers or sustainable farming tools, and most businesses lack affordable ways to offset carbon emissions. The result of these problems are expensive food, low farm productivity, and missed opportunities for climate action. Villam Hub is here to change that. Villam Hub is a digital platform and a physical hub that makes sustainable farming simple and accessible. We offer farm brokerage where we provide affordable hydroponic kits, backyard setups, and irrigation systems that help people grow more food using less water and space. Tree planting, where individuals and businesses can plant trees and give off verified carbon offset certificates. Farming as a service, which is a monthly subscription plan where users get SMS tips, tool rentals, and a supportive WhatsApp community. We also provide offline PDF guides and crop journals so users can learn and track progress anytime, even without the internet. And in February 2026, we will be opening a Lagos physical hub for hands-on training and community events. Villam Hub is also built for rural and low connectivity users. Our platform loads in under 3 seconds on 2G and has tools that work offline, so farming support is always accessible. Our brand is green and grounded. Our colors are warm and earthy to feel welcoming. Our tone is friendly, empowering, and sustainable because we want people to feel supported. And our vision is a sustainable future where every African can grow food. By February 2026, 60% of our revenue will come from our farm brokerage, 30% from our farming as a service plan, and 10% from tree planting services, plus monthly income from our physical hub. We are targeting Nigeria's 80% small-scale farmers and the over 100 million people, as well as businesses and organizations in cities like Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Accra, and Kampala, where urbanization and climate demands are rising fast. Most competitors don't offer e-commerce tools built for farming purposes. They are also not sustainability focused and they do not work offline. On the contrary, Villam Hub offers low power farming solutions and a physical hub for training, a built-in carbon offset services, localized ethical design, offline tools for real-world farming needs. Phase 1 of our product roadmap is complete, which is research and wireframes. Phase 2 is present findings, which is where we are right now. From July to August, we will build the MVP. By late August to mid-September, we will test quality, integrate the analytics, and finalize the MVP. Then from late September, we'll run user testing, refine the product, and prepare for our final presentation. Our official launch week is October 13th to 17th with invite-only access and feedback channels. We're offering incentives to early testers and aiming for 500 users in pilots.
You have 1 minute left.
We have an ambitious budget target, and we are building smart partnerships for speed and trust. We have partnered with Quick and Speeder for fast delivery of our farm kits, NCF for carbon offset verification to ensure environmental credibility, and the likes for operation and IoT integration. We are soft launching in October 2025 with 500 users, and by February 2026, we are targeting 5,000 users with over 6 million naira in revenue. Villam Hub is our way of making sustainability a way of life in homes, farms, and businesses. So let's cultivate the future together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olamide. Am I audible? I feel like I'm not audible.
Yeah, you are.
Ready, but I can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. That was a really put together and nice presentation. I guess let's all be farmers.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's have our panelists have the floor. A reminder: the presenters have 5 minutes, and the panelists for feedback 2 minutes, please. So, who would be giving feedback? Shetu or Gideon?
Okay, can I go?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
awesome presentation. I love the branding and anything for food. I'm all for it. Right. I just have two questions before the feedback. So who did you meet? These smallholder farmers, what is their situation? Rather, what is their situation like before you provide this solution to them?
Most of them are experiencing climate-related issues when it comes to cultivating plants. Most of them don't have access to knowledge, to modern farming practices. So that's most of them, that was their challenges. And so we
Right.
came up with this.
Okay, awesome. So the second question is, do you know what it will cost to set up a unit of an aeroponic farm? Did you guys
Well,
research?
they are grades, they're actual grades, but the one we'll be offering is affordable, about 10,000 naira to 15,000 naira per kit. The ones that are affordable, which will be of offering.
Okay, awesome. Include with water source, so they will have to source for the water, right?
We can set it up for them. Or it comes with the product comes with a simple guide that teaches them how to set it up. But it doesn't come with the water. They will get the water source.
Themselves, okay. All right. I think it's really awesome that you're trying to innovate for food. There are certain smallholder farmers that and I like the fact that you're adding knowledge to the package as well, because there are a lot of old practices or practices could actually be better. So it's good that you're adding knowledge. Now, there could be some gaps in terms of infrastructure. So one thing is access, another thing is security that you may want to think about before implementing the solution. But I think it's really great.
Thank you.
Over to you, Require.
Oh, hi. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gideon, for your feedback. And thank you, Team 21, for your beautiful presentation. So, all right, I forgot. Who is presenting for Team 22? Please, can we have
Hi,
the person's name? Okay.
hi. My name is Zuraya Midian. I'm speaking for Team
You
22.
raise Zainab also on stage.
Zainab, yeah, she has raised her, and that's what I wanted to call your attention to.
All right, Rooks, please, can you give her?
Okay, so what is Zainab doing?
She's presenting her screen. She's part of the people that. Okay, Zainab is on stage already. All right,
Okay.
Zena, please share your screen. It's up.
Um, Give me a minute to,
She's
yeah,
already on
to get
screen. I can
access.
see her. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
give her.
should have access as a panel.
Okay.
Okay, so she can share a screen now. So I think I had to presented for team 18 and 19. Please indicate with your name. You have the floor, team 22.
All right, Iria Yomide, you can start talking. Your time starts now.
All right, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Iria Yamidi Ajayi, and I'm representing Team Bloom. Today, I'll walk you through our solution, Bloom, a web-based wellness platform designed specifically for women living with polycystic ovary syndrome, popularly known as PCOS, especially in Africa. Our mission is to simplify PCOS management by providing a supportive, accessible digital companion that brings together essential tools, resources, and guidance for women living with PCOS that women living with PCOS need to manage their symptoms, lifestyle, and emotional well-being. And our tagline is Bloom, helping women with PCOS thrive every day. You also notice our brand identity throughout this presentation slide, our logo, colors, and all of this reflects our core values of empowerment, wellness, and community. Now, let me tell you about Ada, a 26-year-old woman from Lagos who lives with undiagnosed PCOS. She deals with irregular periods, weight gain, anxiety, and self esteem issues. She often misses work because of unpredictable symptoms and feels helpless because no one seems to understand what she's going through. Each time she seeks help, she's met with conflicting advice, misinformation, and sometimes silence. Ada represents millions of women across Nigeria and Africa who face the same confusion, frustration, and isolation every single day. In fact, PCOS affects at least 1 in 10 women globally and in Nigeria. Diagnosis and culturally sensitive care remain dangerously limited. Our solution is Bloom, which is an all in one PCOS wellness platform designed to help women like Ada to do the following. Number one, track periods, symptoms, moods, and medications. Number two, access fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle guidance tailored to PCOS. Number three, receive mental wellness support and connect with others through our safe community. Number four, get science backed resources made culturally relevant and accessible. Now, imagine Ada starting her day with the Bloom platform, reminding her of a gentle workout, a meal plan, and tracking her mood, all without judgment, all in one place. Bloom is not just another health app. It's a daily wellness companion that helps women manage PCOS holistically and every single day. We conducted a competitor analysis and discovered that popular apps like Flow and Clue don't focus on PCOS management, mental wellness, or cultural sensitivity for stands out by offering one, PCOS specific tracking and personalized insights. Two, emotional wellness and community support built in. Three, content tailored to the realities of African women. In our user research, women shared powerful feedback, such as I feel lost and unsupported, or I struggle with consistency, or I wish I had a community that understands me. These voices shaped every decision we made for Blue. Now, PCOS affects up to 18% of women in Nigeria, and smartphone adoption continues to rise across Africa. The femtech market is growing rapidly, creating both a social impact opportunity and a sustainable business case. To break this down, our total addressable market TAM is all women of reproductive age with PCOS across Africa. Our serviceable addressable market TAM focuses on smartphone users in Nigeria who have or suspect they have PCOS. Our serviceable obtainable market, SOM, targets early adopters in urban hubs like Lagos and Abuja, where access to smartphones and digital literacy is higher. Now, Bloom's potential revenue streams include subscription plans, health partnerships, community driven wellness services. We're creating something that is not just commercially viable, but truly transformational. So far, we've conducted extensive research, developed our brand, and engage with potential users. Our next steps include user interviews, which is already in progress, and also building our minimum viable product, running a pilot and gathering feedback. Our long-term goal is to scale Bloom across Africa, reaching millions of women who need it most. We see a future where no woman has to feel invisible, unsupported, or overwhelmed by PCOS. With Bloom, women can reclaim control of their bodies, their minds, and their futures confidently and without shame. We're incredibly proud of how far we've come, and we're excited about what's ahead. Thank you so much for your time and the opportunity to share this journey with you.
Thank you so much, Iremide and Zainab. I believe both of you are collaborating to make this happen. Um, Abderi, do they still have time in case they still want to add anything? Okay, so I'm just going to move to our panelists for feedback. Shetemi, can you still hear us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, that's roll.
I don't know. Maybe does any other panelist have something to say? I don't have any feedback, you know.
Okay. Gideon,
Ready?
Okay, so not very much. Um, I think it's great that you are solving a specific problem, very, 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 very direct. Um, I just want to find out what challenges you have encountered as you build this product
Okay.
generally. Yeah.
As a team, yes, conflict is is inevitable, and we've been able to walk through our conflicts and move past them as quickly as possible. Secondly, we face challenges with join because we had to join communities to access women who have PCOS.
Yeah.
And first of all, gaining access into these communities proved to be an Herculean task. Eventually, we gained access into some communities. Secondly, sharing our survey forms also proved to be a difficulty. In fact, at some point, we were barred from some communities from sharing that. But at the end of the day, some communities were
I see.
they received us with open arms, and we were able to get some of the data that we've been able to get so far.
Okay, so I think this will be the first time I'm hearing about PCOS. So is there some confidentiality problems around it? Do people prefer to just keep this condition private?
Please, can
Um,
you say that again? I didn't hear you clearly.
okay, so I'm saying this will be the first time I'm hearing about PCOS. So do people typically try to keep it private and confidential and all that?
Okay, so the first issue
Yeah,
or the first what's very, very important to someone who has PCOS is, can they trust you with this
yeah.
information? Do you make them feel safe? And if you can assure them that you will use their information and their information is safe with you, and you actually do care about their situation and want them to get improvements, then they can warm up to you and open up to you.
Awesome, awesome. I mean, great. I think it's awesome.
Well, thank you very much, Gideon. And thank you, Team 22, for your presentation. Um, I mean, I'm actually a little bit surprised because we have
Brooks,
so
are
many.
you eating?
I am. Oh, should I faint?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Anyways, like I've seen a lot of awareness out there about PCOS, and I think we need to do more. We need to do more. So thank you so much to Team 22 for doing this. Um, So I think I've been asking who is presenting for Team 23. I've not seen anybody. Don't we have?
It says Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay, because I wanted to bring you up, maybe panelists, but I did not get your name earlier. Okay, so Charlotte, I'm giving you access so that you can share your screen. Zainab, you can stop sharing now.
Zainab, you need to stop sharing so that Charlotte can present. Okay. What's going on? Charlotte, please. Time is of essence. Am I the only one that can't hear?
Yeah, I
Okay, I'm
can see
sharing.
as well.
Okay. Charlotte, are you having any difficulties, please?
I'm okay now. Please, can you
All right.
confirm if you can see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
All right. Your time starts now.
Okay. Digitize, optimize, dominate. These are the three keywords that describe our product, Genesis. Genesis is more than just a warehouse management system. It is a transformative cloud native platform that is designed to eliminate the inefficiencies in Nigeria and West African logistics. Hello, everyone. My name is Charlotte Akem, and I'm representing Genesis Technologies, Team 23. Now, let me walk you through a day in the life of Mr. John. Mr. John owns VC corporations that has warehouses in multiple locations across the country. And Mr. John, his business, and his warehouse managers face daily challenges and struggles, such as overstocked items that will gather dust, products that will go out of stock when needed the most, workers who waste time looking for items, manual records, which will also cause a lot of financial losses, and even customer loss. All this is because they still make use of rudimentary working materials such as papers, spreadsheets, or manual stock counts and WhatsApp updates. Now, this issue and this problem is not only peculiar to Mr. John, this is the reality for many warehouses today in Nigeria. And this is where Genesis comes in. Genesis is a cloud based warehouse inventory management system that will help Mr. John to track stocks in real time, prevent overstocking and stock out. It will also simplify his order and supply management and generate useful reports with just a single click on a dashboard. We estimate that at the end of 3 months, Mr. John would have been able to reduce the stock out by 25%, have a 30% faster order fulfillment, and save 40% in inventory losses. He will also have happy and satisfied customers. Now, our brand identity includes our tagline, which is powering Africa's smart warehouses. Our visuals represent our core values, which is trust, intelligence, and scalability. Our market targets includes retailers, e-commerce companies, logistics, and 3PL firms with FMCGs and manufacturing companies. We also estimate that our total avenue market will be all businesses with warehousing needs across Africa. We also have our serviceable available market on the 2,000 to 3,000 warehouses facilities in Nigeria. And our initial serviceable obtainable market is to achieve at least 50 paying subscribers within the next 6 months after our launch. We intend to make money from Genesis through tiered subscription plans, white label licensing, our features that we intend to add in the long run, which includes AI, our customization and premium integration fees. We are aware that we are not the only ones in the market, but Genesis stands out from our competitors by offering a more affordable and appropriately scoped cloud native solution. We also offer superior technology stack, scalability, and comprehensive feature set for growth. We offer faster deployment, lower cost of ownership, continuous updates and innovation, and proven best practice workflows. And we also demonstrate ROI through reduced errors, improved efficiency, optimized inventory, and enhanced decision-making capabilities. We are aligned with SDG Goal 8 and 9, which is decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. We've come a long way in our product development, and we are currently at the fourth stage, which is our MVP development and pilot program. Moving on, we hope to go through our beta testing phase, our MVP beta launch, and early adopter broadcasting. And we intend to also market SDG, our Genesis product, through content marketing, social media, and advertising. We intend to partner with the various companies and associations and organizations in Nigeria that would also adopt our product for their growth. And like I said, Genesis is not just a warehouse management system, but it is there to improve on the challenges being faced by numerous warehouse holders in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Genesis Technologies. Hmm. A what's a very strong name. So thank you so much, Team 23. Shotimi, do you have any comments for the team?
No, I just want to confirm, like, is it digital, like, is it physical warehousing or data warehousing and cloud solution? I just want to be sure.
We're providing a solution for physical warehouses in Nigeria. So they use our platform, which is going to be a web-based platform, to be able to manage their inventories and their stocks, be able to know the products that are currently available out of stock and the ones they need to replace. Also gives them an overview of their progress after a while.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Do you currently have any company, competing company right now in Nigeria based on your research?
Yes, we do have a competing company in Nigeria that is one of our competitors, and the international warehouse management system providers like SAP, Oracle. These are foreign ones, and then we also have another company in Nigeria. But we realized that ours is going to provide a superior design and technology stack with cheaper features that would enable even the least expensive warehouse to be able to onboard with us and also be able to make access as services as well.
Yeah, what's your competitive difference again? Like, what are you trying to? Because at the end of the day, you would also need to have a physical location where you are keeping those things, right? So, and I mean, most other persons still will have physical places where they are keeping these things, and it will probably cost a lot.
We do not keep products.
Okay.
We are a platform that warehouse managers would make use of in order to guide their daily operations. So with our app, they'll be able to know the number of products they have, be able to track the inflow and outflow of products in their warehouses so that they won't get lost, especially for fast moving consumer goods, they won't stay and get expired or get spoiled because they are not aware of older batches that were there and probably have to send out newer batches. So it helps coordinate their daily operations. We do not handle their products physically. We just handle the software that guides their daily operations.
All right. So I think I maybe get now, like, you are just here to like do the logistics for them. Like, okay, you have 10,000 goods left and something like that, just to keep track of information about the goods that they have. That's the warehousing part.
Yes, and if you have multiple warehouses, you'll be able to have one platform that you will track your multiple and numerous warehouses all over the country as well.
Oh, so that's like a digital warehouse now. You just log in, sign up, and they give you the data of what they have and where they have them.
They do not directly give us the data. They use our platform to manage their data. And yes, we would have access to enable them handle this data information. But we have features, not assets. We have features that would guide them into having proper management of their products.
Charlotte, I'm so sorry, but I'll need to cut you off. But Shetemi, if you have follow-up questions for this thing, you can just drop it in the chat box, and one of their members or Charlotte can give you answers to that. But we need to move to the next thing because of we're on a time crunch. All right, thank you, Team 23. So next up is Team 24. Please, who is presenting for Team 24? I think I've asked that on the chat, but I've not gotten any response. Precious for Team 24. Who is? Can anybody hear me?
Patience.
Okay, patience for Team. Okay, okay. Um, so I cannot find patience here. So that's weird.
Patience, is your hand up? You need to raise your hand, please.
Okay, okay, I've seen that.
Okay. We need to give our panelists access.
Yeah. Give me a minute. Okay, so this is why so when I asked in the chat box for the next team, please the person that will present it should respond, or someone should on their behalf, so that I can give panelists an invite soon so we don't waste time. Thank you. Team 24, you have the floor, patience.
Hi everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Good evening. I could go ahead and present,
Yes,
correct?
share your screen. Yeah. Your time starts now.
All right, thank you. All right, my name is Patience Ebifero Lafia. I am representing Team HealthScope. So today we're excited to introduce you to HealthScope, a doctor-backed digital health platform for Africans. We created HealthScope to tackle a big issue, which is misinformation. Every day, people across Africa, especially new moms, students, traders, you and I, turn to unverified sources for health advice. And for that leads to fear, poor decision making, and in some cases causes real harm. We have heard of stories, first time moms recovering from surgeries with with no trusted information, sorry, and that is scary. That is why HealthScope exists. It gives users reliable, easy to understand health information in their own languages, all reviewed by real doctors, and it works in with low internet access. Our vision is simple: for free Africa, no literacy level, all low. Our is to educate, promote early detection, drive healthy habits, especially in unreserved communities.
Am I the only one who can't hear Precious again?
Yeah, I can't hear either.
Okay. Precious, What's going on?
Hi, Precious. If you can hear us, we cannot hear you, but your time is already counting down or counting up either ways.
Oh, sorry, it's not precious. So
Patience,
patience.
patience, patience.
Oh my god. It's Rooks. I don't have precious in my head. Please, is there someone else that can help her from the team who we can bring on board to continue? But you people don't want to help your colleague. What's going on? This is not team spirit though. Team 24, sorry. Don't be annoyed. Sorry. Am I the only one? I can see her screen, but I can't hear her. Her screen is moving, right? Looks over to you. I don't know what to do.
Hi, patience. So who else can present for patience? In order not to waste time, well, because of this network, would allow patients to come back on. Please, Derry, please let me note our time, how much is remaining. I think 3 minutes or thereabout.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be bringing on. Uh, I saw the name right now. That's 1425. Precious. Yes. So Precious 1425. You have the floor.
Looks, I need to you need to help remove patient's screen so that Precious can.
Okay.
Who is this person that is just dropping fire and Team 25? Team 25 people are doing too much. Oh.
The ginger is loud. We cannot hear it, but I mean it's loud from their emojis and all. I just hope we are blown in this presentation.
Precious, are you
Oh,
ready?
yes, I am. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
And
Okay, I'm ready.
The floor is yours. Your time starts now.
Okay, good evening, everyone. We all know my name is Precious already. So I'm here on behalf of AltHub 2025 to present to you AltCare NG. AltCare NG is a unified medical records and patient management tool for Nigerians. As we all know, after COVID, a lot of industries started to digitize, and that is no different in the financial sector and different other industries. So during our idea brainstorming, us help team 25, we asked ourselves the question that if we can manage other aspects of our lives on our phones, why not our healthcare too? So AltCare NG is designed for Nigerians with a mission to digitize how we interact with hospitals, pharmacies, and other medical professionals. Coming to the problem in Nigeria, we did some user research and professional interviews, and we identified some pain points. So from our user survey, we realized that Nigerians are very tired of the long queues and missed appointments at hospitals. They are tired of lack of access to their medical history. They are tired of not having reminders or follow-ups for prescriptions or appointments. And then from our professional interviews, we realized that there is no standard way for medical professionals to follow up with patients. They don't have digital tools to track treatment adherence. They might give you a prescription, but they don't know how to follow up on if you are actually going through with it. And clinics and pharmacies don't coordinate very well. Most of the doctors that we spoke to had a general consensus on how many patients fall through the cracks. Like, you don't know the amount of people who don't come back for post-surgery care, don't come back for basic follow-ups. HealthScope NG is here to fill in the gap. Our solution is an all-in-one platform that connects healthcare providers and patients
through a digital web tool. For practitioners, they'll be able to easily manage patient records, appointments, treatment plans. And for patients, they'll be able to book and manage appointments, track symptoms, and smartly access their health records. Our brand identity is built on trust, simplicity, and connection. Our visuals were chosen, these colors were chosen to just represent a calm, a care, and a connectivity. Our business opportunity in Nigeria is based on the population of Nigeria. The Nigerian healthcare sector is large, but it is underserved, and it is ripe for digital transformation. So we have a large population. We have clinics that still use paper records. AltCare NG is here to fill in a critical gap for digital health transformation. Our market entry, we are looking at a total addressable market of all the Nigerians that need healthcare. And then a serviceable addressable market of urban users, smartphone users, all those who are already familiar with digital apps, and all those who are open to learning. Our roadmaps and timelines. So far, we have already completed our user and stakeholder interviews. We have done our problem validation. We're still working on UX wireframes and MVP feature definition. We still plan to do some core feature building, data analysis, and continuous iterations. Our competitive advantage is that, unlike other healthcare apps in Nigeria, we are built to serve end-to-end, that is, patients and medical professionals. It is like similar to the NHS app in the UK, but we are built for a Nigerian environment. I want us to think about situations where we have heard of maybe Nigerians who were unable to access their medical history.
You have 1 minute left.
Okay, things as simple as their blood groups in maybe emergency situations. They cannot see it, they don't know it, maybe they are not that aware of their medical history, maybe they are illiterate. AltCare NG will give them access to these records, or will give their doctors or the people access to these records so that they can be easily treated. From a case study from our research was also about a simple IUD insertion procedure that went wrong because there was no follow-up. This IUD device was not followed up on, and it led to an infection in the patient's internal system, which led to even more complications like bowel obstructions, and he needed surgery at the end of the day. That was a very simple procedure. It shouldn't have gotten that bad. So AltCare NG is more than a web tool. It is a tool for restoring order, for improving care, and for saving lives. We just want to streamline the way healthcare providers can serve us and how much we as Nigerians can take control of our own health. Thank you.
The time is done. Okay.
All right, thank you, team 25. AltCare, nice. I see what you guys did there. That's really cool. Gideon, do we have any feedback for team 25?
Okay, yeah, I do. Two quick ones. I want to say, so first of all, I think it's awesome. I like the branding and all of that. Two things. So for presentations, I think it would have been nice to have this presentation in a slideshow so that we would appreciate everything that you guys have put together. And then secondly, you mentioned that your target is everyone. And I think if you are building for everyone, you are not building for anyone at all. So I think it would make sense. It would be great to have like a specific target. Yeah.
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
Okay, we said that like the total market we have for it, like maybe potentially or if possible, is everyone who needs healthcare, because everyone who needs healthcare can use this if they are willing to maybe trained or educated. But we did say that serviceable at first is going to be those who have access to maybe digital tools, those who are already familiar with digital tools, patients like that. And then we plan to partner with small private clinics, some pharmacies, HMOs, and just things like that as a target initially.
Okay, great. Great. Thanks for clarifying that.
All right. Thank you, Precious, for your presentation. Thank you, Team 25. So we are going to be calling on Team 24 again. You have 3 minutes. I think the name is Patience, if I'm not mistaken. I can remember that. So who is present? Is it still Patience? Please let me know who will be presenting for Team 24 very quickly so I can bring the person up on stage. Team 24, I need the person's name in the chat box. Okay, so I think I'll be bringing on Team 26 then. Okay, Vanessa for Team 24. Do we have Vanessa here? Vanessa for Team 24. Okay. Vanessa, can you hear us? Vanessa, can you hear me?
Yes, good evening. I can. Can everyone hear me?
Yes. So you have been given a panelist invite, so please share your screen very quickly. You have 3 minutes for your team. Gary, please, the time.
Okay, I'm about to share my screen now.
Screen or anything.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Gary.
Sorry, I'm about to share my screen now.
Okay, so moving forward, please make sure you are in the presenting mode. Yeah, thank you. For others and subsequent teams that will be presenting as well. Okay, let's go. 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Bakari Vanessa. I'm representing Tinyuka. So I would continue from where she stopped.
You need to speak a bit louder, right, Vanessa? But continue.
Sorry, can everyone hear me? Okay, so for HealthScope, basically at the core of our project is we're trying to build a web app that delivers accurate, easy to understand health information, which can be translated into local languages straight to the people who need it the most. And basically, as she mentioned earlier, the problem we are trying to solve is misinformation. It's rampant. I've been a victim. I'm pretty sure a lot of people on this call have also been a victim of this before. So we are trying to provide a more secure way for people to learn more about, to be able to detect their symptoms and learn more about whatever may be going on with them health-wise. So basically, HealthScope is a doctor-backed platform that will provide accessible, trustworthy health information tailored for Africans. We're trying to bridge the gap by offering clear, relatable answers to primary health concerns, which we believe will empower users to make more informed decisions. Now, some of the key features our users can expect include a doctor-reviewed library of health articles that users can search through by symptom or topic, which will, as I mentioned earlier, will be available in multiple languages. And in addition, they can get push notifications on trending health tips and even share community-verified experiences. Okay, so what are we hoping to achieve with health? We want to transform fear into confidence, one accurate answer at a time. We believe that when we empower users to recognize signs early, we can promote proactive care in both urban and rural communities. And central to our vision and goals is to provide health information for every African, regardless of language or literacy. Now, regarding the market and our opportunity, we believe it's going to be good for us, looking very good for us, because in the first place, the digital health market in Nigeria alone is projected to hit $645 million by next year. And our research has also shown that about 72% of Nigerian mothers use unverified health sources, and 68% would pay for a local language symptom checker. So certainly the demand is there, and we believe that this would be beneficial for what we are trying to achieve. Now, for our revenue streams, we're looking to B2B content licensing to health orgs
You have
and
1 minute
NGOs.
left.
And also premium subscription for specialized content. Now, our product roadmap, we have completed month 1 and 2. We're currently on month 3, and this is development phase. The next few weeks, we'll be moving to other phases, including the testing and iteration phase, until we eventually move to the launching and monitoring. So ultimately, we are seeking to bridge the health information gap in Africa, saving lives 1 user at a time. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Team 24. Finally, you guys are able to present. So, Shetemi, do we have feedback for this team? Shetemi, are you still here with us?
I'm here. I mean, I think the only feedback is to again for I think for the else community part itself. You want business to be, or maybe don't let me conclude like this. Can you tell me again quickly, in like 1 minute, selling statement? What makes your product different from your competitors?
Well, I believe that one of the features is that we are seeking to create an app. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, we are seeking to create an app that would require low internet access, so more people can benefit from it. That is one. And another is that we are going to offer content in local languages, so more people can access it, not just people that can speak English and all that. So I believe that makes us unique in a way.
All right. All right. So maybe what I probably just ask you to begin is to do more like give me the ingenuineness more. Like for me, I probably would want more ingenuineness into like what you're trying to do. Yeah, I think I nailed those two things that you just said now. But if the app is going to have cutting edge and if it's going to have acceptance in the market, right? You need to solve problem, and the problem has to be more than just localization. And because again, at the end of the day, right, it's not going to just turn into like content where people just people can just go to Google, all these AI tools now, and just be searching and and just be doing things. So, but you need more. So for me, I think yeah, offline too works, but again, at the end of the day, after offline, somebody has to come back to the internet to. But the key thing I'm dropping with you guys is like the solution needs a lot more creativity in terms like if I'm going to give you $10 per month for something, you need to tell me why I should. I hope you understand. So that's like my major feedback here.
Sorry, I want to add that I don't know if this would verify more, but I want to add that what is going to make us different from a regular Wikipedia search or Google search is that we're going to be working with actual doctors who would be populating the platform. So we are getting information straight from people that know what they are doing. They are experts. That way, there's a sense of what's the word? There's a sense of confidence that this is verified content from.
Alexa, can you hear me?
Oh yes.
Sorry for
yes.
cutting you off. You can drop what you are trying to say in the comments so that
sorry.
can further understand what you are trying to pass across. Thank you so much, Team 24. So I'll be calling on Toby, Team 26. You have the floor very quickly. Please let's stick to time. Thank you.
All right. I think just to add to what Rook says, when the instructors give feedback, right, like we said, it's just feedback. So if you have a counter response, please just drop it in the chat because of time, and just also listen to what they have to say. They're not countering your idea; they're just asking you to improve on it. All right. Who is the next? Okay, Oluwatobi, your time starts.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Osho Oluwatobi, representing Team 26. And this evening, we are presenting HeadNest, our mental wellness app. How did we get here? We found out that 160 million Africans have been diagnosed with mental health issues. And the survey showed us that the major prevalence is stress and anxiety, with many turning to prayers or choosing to talk to friends when they can. And only 10% are sought out healthcare in terms of their mental issues. For example, Rita is just one of 50 million Nigerians that is impacted by very mental health issues, a UNILAG student who has no financial income to access mental health care available, and it has continued to impact our productivity, driving her into isolation and causing our relationships to deteriorate as it also affects our academic. What have we done? We've provided HeadNest that provides a stigma-free space with affordable access and comprehensive healthcare, such that Rita, when she found us, has been able to access free therapy session within the first 24 hours. She joined our anonymous support community, connected with others that were suffering from the same issue, and she has used some of our tools like the journal and mood tracker. And within 3 months, she has reported improvement in her sleep and academic performance. Now, who are we? Our vision is to empower users with stigma-free and affordable access to comprehensive mental health care. And how did we get the name HeadNest? We believe HeadNest evokes a sense of safety, nurturing, and private space for the mind. And you see this in our logo, where we have a sterilized bed at rest in a nest amidst multiple waves. Now, what is the market telling us? 50 million Nigerians suffer from mental issues, and 90% of them have left it untreated. What is obtainable in the market is 5,000 naira per therapy session, which represents a meager 7% of the current minimum wage. What did the market tell us also? Major players are telling us that there are 17,000 active users of the available mental health care in the market, and the Nigerian mental health care market is projected to reach 15.8 million US dollars come the end of this year. So how are we tapping into this? We are coming in with a freemium model, because as we support the third SDG goal, which is to provide good health and well-being for all, we hope to provide the basic mindfulness tool for those that might not be able to afford the premium package or would like to try us out. And for those that can afford the premium package, it will be available to them at 8,000 naira per month. And we are also helping the therapists in the market by creating what we call a therapy client management at just 5,000 naira per month. And our financial projection is that if we can have 3,500 monthly active users, and we can tap into 10% of that to become premium users, we can generate 16.8 million naira within the first or second 6 months of the first year. And we are hoping to reach almost 100 million in annual revenue by year 3, as we estimate to capture 10,000 monthly active users. How did we arrive at this? We examined the TAM, the SAM, and the sum of the market, and we found out that 10,000 active users would simply mean that we are only capturing 0.02% of what is obtainable in the market, which means that this is a feat that we can't succumb. Now, like I told you about Rita, there are other people like Femi, who is an HR, a salesperson in an HR company, who also has the same issue of access. There's also Aisha, who is limited by her funds. And I'm telling you that HeadNest is here to provide mental wellness within their reach. Now, how do we compare with other competitions in the market? We found out that mytherapist.ng has a mood tracker and a
We have 1
therapy
minute
app,
left.
but they lack community support. Friend and pal relies on volunteer therapists. CAM prohibits pricing for majority of Nigeria, which puts us at the very right intersect of low price and comprehensive access to healthcare, such that we are the right value for money. Now, where are we on our roadmap? Currently, we have completed ideation and we are presenting this. We've done our MVP sprint 1, and we hope to launch the MVP by the beginning of September, and version 2.0 should be available to the public at the end of October. Now, I've said a lot about people like Rita, like Femi, like Aisha, and I believe that with your help, you can join us at HeadNest to provide mental wellness within the reach of these people, whether be it their finances or be it online. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, EdNest. Thank you so much, Team 26. I think you guys use more than your time, but that's fine. That's not fine actually, but you guys have already eat that one and go, sha. So Gideon, very quickly, please, do we have any feedback, comments for Team 26?
Yes, so a couple of questions. But before then, also,
Before you go on, Gideon, sorry, please, let's just keep in mind the 2 minutes, please. Thank
okay.
you.
All right. I love the idea. I love the solution. What I just want to find out is how are you delivering? What is the treatment model for this therapy?
All right. As it stands, treatment model is determinant of what the indication is. That is, are we dealing with a dissociation problem? Are we dealing with an addiction problem, substance abuse? Are we dealing with mental issue? Are we dealing with anxiety? So the treatment model will be determined by the therapist. So we are offering therapy sessions apart from the mindfulness tools that we have. We're also offering accountability partner, which is coming through our anonymous community system, whereby you are paired with someone to be with you online. We're also offering offline and online community to help you through the journey. So that is
Awesome.
what the model looks like.
Awesome. So if I hear correctly, you have the app, and then users, people who need some form of therapy will come, and then you connect them with therapists.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay. No problems. How do you intend to vet the therapist? Because there are different treatment models out there. Some people might use evidence-based, others might say that they want to use religion. So when somebody comes, they'll ask the person to pray, that type of thing. How do you intend to make sure that you have proper therapists?
All right. First thing, thank you for the question. First thing we are doing is we are partnering with the Nigerian Mental and Dental Council of Nigeria. Right, they would help us in establishing that, and we're also partnering with psychologists. We're partnering with psychologists both in the country and abroad, through which we would develop an SOP, which would determine and which will provide a guideline for how our therapists should take on every challenge they come across.
Okay, no wahala. It's no problems. It's great. I just think that mental health is very, very dicey, and somebody can come and say they have anxiety or they have depression, and it has to be clinically diagnosed. But I think it's very awesome. So if you find a way to work around actually verifying that this person has a legitimate mental health problem, then you are in business.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Edness. Thank you, Team 26. Next up, we have Team 27, which would be Marvelous. Please present your screen.
Hello, good evening. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay, good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Komala from Marvelous, representing Team Chally to present our products Chally. Have you ever come back late from work to a pile of laundry, wishing someone would just magically do it for you, or maybe you are a remote worker stuck behind the big screen without having no time to yourself, wishing someone would just help you with the groceries, with your laundry or your home cleaning? Um, Most urban families in Nigeria are constantly overwhelmed with household responsibilities, right? They juggle multiple services, whether they use our service platforms or they are working with unreliable vendors or word of mouth to get some of these services. It's honestly it's chaotic. It's a lot, right? What if I told you you could get all of this and more without having to go through the stress of vetting these service providers in one application? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you Chally, your digital number one home manager for all your applications. Imagine being able to book groceries, your home cooked meals, cleaners, or even get live in support from a trusted pool of providers. We are talking transparent services, scheduling, payments, and accountability all in one place. Our major features would include all-in-one platform for chore, food, and groceries. That is the unified platform. There are vetted service providers with verified IDs, background checks, and rating. We'll be working with a pay-as-you-go model or a wallet-based payment system. We would also have customer support and in-app issue resolution. Looking at the markets, we realized something that the Nigeria grocery retail space is booming. We're talking over $45 billion according to PwC. And it will surprise you to know that about 37% of Nigerians prefer to shop online. And just in Lagos alone, we have about 1.5 million households that outsource their chores every week. But despite this high demand, we still have a gap in the industry where people are still constantly looking for service providers, with over 60% of Nigerians being under the age of 30, and they can't seem to have time for their household chores and still vet service providers. Now, combining all of these features, be it groceries, home services, into one super application, would structurally would have this unique advantage over our competitors. Our target audience would include young families, remote workers, and anyone that is basically vendor hunting, and also busy professionals. And I know you may be asking, there are other possible ideas. Why do you think we would stand out? Why would we win? And the answer is simple. Structurally is offering an integrated home management application that is your all-in-one application for everything home management. Based on our research, we saw that between the age of 25 to 34, working full-time workers, or whether they are self-employed or working from home, they are really busy with work and don't have time to, walk around all this, especially when you're coming back from work stuck in the Lagos traffic. And we realized that some of the top outsourced tasks is laundry and house services. But one of the biggest frustration is lack of trust, the cost, and basically unreliable services. Based on our competitor analysis, we realized something also, that our competitors tend to focus on one particular feature, whether they are providing services, whether they're providing, whether it be food delivery and meals, whether it's groceries delivering, right? But what if you get everything from one application without needing to jump from one application to another application? I mean, it's easy, it's stress-free. That's what Trustfully we're offering to you. Our brand identity is simple. We decided to go with a home icon with a check mark that symbolizes trust, reliability, and care. And our color palette centers around two complementary shades of green, which is associated with calm, cleanliness, and renewal. Our secondary colors is something warm, so we decided to go with beige. And lastly, our accent, vibrant yellows, to support and elaborate our core brand colors. And from our product roadmap and our entire timeline, we are currently on our wireframe stage, hoping to move on to development soon. We've achieved quite a lot, the research, personas, and defining our core features. In a world where time is money and trust is everything, Nigeria homes deserve more than chaos and chore fatigue. They deserve peace, they deserve calm, they deserve Trustfully. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Marvelous. Um, Shetemi, do we have any comments for the team?
No.
All right, thank you. Gideon, do we have any feedback for Team 27?
No, I don't. I think the presentation overall is really clean and it's awesome.
All right, thank you so much, Team 27. Thank you for a good presentation. So we're moving on to Team 28. Shukro, you have the floor for Team 28. Marvelous, you can stop sharing your screen now. Shukro, are you with us?
Yeah. Good day, everyone. We are excited to introduce you to also. Please kindly confirm my screen is visible.
Yeah, you are beginning to share your screen now.
Okay.
You can see your screen. Your time starts now.
All right. Thank you. Permit me to introduce you to also a digital solution tackling a widespread challenge in Nigeria, finding reliable and skilled professionals for everyday services like plumbing, beauty, hair making, and the likes. Let's start with the problem. In Nigeria, most people rely on word of mouth. Most people rely on word of mouth to find service providers. This leads to delays, inconsistent service quality, and a lot of frustration. Take Mary, for example, a Lagos resident who spent weeks trying to fix a simple plumbing issue simply because she couldn't find a trustworthy plumber quickly. Our story isn't unique, it's the norms. Also changes this. We are building a platform, a trusted digital marketplace that connects users with verified service providers quickly, safely, and conveniently. Instead of weeks of stress, user can open the also app, find vetted professionals nearby, view prices and reviews, and book with confidence, all within minutes. Our brand promise is simple. Work smart, live easy. Also isn't just a platform, it's a peace of mind companion for Nigerians who want fast and reliable service without stress. Also is addressing a massive market opportunity. According to research, there are over 300,000 artisans in Lagos alone. Nigerians' other service sector is growing at 9.3% annually. We aim to empower millions of service providers with visibility, income, and access to digital tools. It's not just commercial, it's transformational. We are providing economic empowerment, consumer efficiency, and financial inclusion for informal workers. From our research, 75% of users rely on referrals, 67.5% care about service quality, 80% prefer paying after service delivery. This tells us what to prioritize: verification and ratings, post-service payment options, clear pricing, messaging and booking tools. What sets USUs apart? Location-based matching, verified. Okay. Location-based matching, verified professionals, client reviews, youth-friendly digital experience, and more. Our roadmap is clear. Design and development now underway. Launch in Q3 2025. Scale to 1,000 plus service providers by Q1 2026. In conclusion, also isn't just an app, it's a movement to restore trust, promote quality, and bring dignity and opportunity to everyday professionals who keep Nigeria running. Thank you for listening. We are Team 28 from AltHub, and I am Pusari Shukru Adebimpe. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Bush Shukro. Yeah, you have to reintroduce yourself again, please. Thank you, Team 28. Gideon, do we have comments for Team 28?
Okay. I think it's a really good idea to connect artisans. My only question is how HOSU intends to vet to make sure that they're onboarding people who are actually competent.
Okay. So for every service provider that is joining the platform, we plan to have a detailed profile that shows their name, their bio, work history, past reviews, certification, and availability. A portfolio of previous jobs. Each profile will have a verified badge. And how do we tend to verify them? Is by having interview, going to check them out in their workspace, and having to like maybe use one of them to know what they are offering. I don't know if that answers the question.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's great, really.
All right, thank you very much, Gideon, for your comments, and thank you to Ozo. Thank you, Shukro. So I've been asking who is presenting for team 29. So I'm going to ask one last time before I move on to the next team. So one last
I
time.
already signified and you already made me panelist.
Okay, okay, all right. Please roll.
All right, I'll share my screen now. Thank you. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, you can see your screen.
Okay,
Please make sure you are
so
presenting. You are not presenting. Yes, thank you. Darren, please, I will
okay, yeah,
still.
you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah.
Please can you confirm you can see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Darren,
All
are
right,
you
thank you very
present?
much. I can go ahead, right?
Yes, you can.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Godwin, and on behalf of the 29, I would like to introduce you to EduCare Hub, Learn Better Together. Our mission is simple: to ensure that every student has the support they need to succeed. We believe in students coming together to learn better together. The problem statement: consider Aisha, a brilliant SS3 student who wants to become a doctor. She struggles with mathematics, chemistry, biology like the other 129 students who solve it. When stuck, she searches online, often finding unverified answers. This leaves her unprepared for our exams. The problem we saw in over 35% of our Soviet students. iShort 3 represents a real gap in accessible, reliable academic support across Nigeria. Our solution: EduCare can connect iShort to David, a vetted biochemistry student, for a live one-on-one session. This was the most requested feature in our survey. Our research confirms that students welcome being tutored by their peers. So with structured session and training tutors, students get trusted, personalized help to master challenging subjects confidently. Our brand identity. Our brand is built on trust and community. With our visuals are vibrant blue for trust and green screen for freshness. This reflects our mission to offer trusted community-driven learning. The business opportunity. EduCare creates dual value. First, the social one is democratizing education and empowering people who want to give back to the community. The second is our commercial potential. Our research confirms that students will pay for a premium feature which can start with an affordable 500 naira to 1000 naira care for personalized studies, the most requested premium feature. The market. Um, our total addressable market for term for short is 57 million adolescents in Nigeria who need educational support. With 45.5% internet penetration, our serviceable available market is 26 million students. However, our target market is SS2 and 3 students preparing for WAEC and NECO. Our survey confirms the audience need in subjects like mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Our research on our competitors and our findings. Data from over 240 combined students and tutor responses show 80% students are likely to use our platform. Students and tutors also desire one-on-one live tutoring, which guides our MVP. The data also reveal our unique position in the market, where competitors like ULSing focuses on pre-recorded videos, and marketplaces like Tutorial offer expensive tutors. EduHub form with its unique value, the only platform connecting Nigerian university students and NYSC members. We have our internal timeline, we have the idea and research weeks, we have the MVP setup, and we also have the development and quality assurance
Hi,
part.
Godwin. Can you hear us? You have
Yes,
this background noise that is kind of disturbing, plus the sound volume of your voice is a little bit low. So please
okay.
adjust that.
Can you hear me a lot better now?
Yes, please.
All
Although the
right.
noise
So
is better, you can continue.
I don't know because of the noise, but let's see if you can hear me. The internal timelines, we have our idea and research for the phase one. Phase two, we have our MVP and setup. And phase three, we have the development and quality assurance. We also have our core features, student onboarding, tutor dashboard and class scheduling, lesson histories and feedbacks, then providing learning resources, and also the annual panel. Then we have a preview of our dashboard. We are still going to work on this, but this is what we have for now. Then our product roadmap. Our path forward is clear and milestone driven. In second quarter of 2025, we will launch our MVP, focusing on most requested feature, that's the one-on-one tutoring. In third quarter, we refine our platform by implementing tutor support systems such as trainings and resources, as requested in our survey. By fourth quarter, we will expand to new hubs and formalize our tutor recognition program, which our data shows as a key motivator for tutors. This leads to our full mobile app launch and national rollout in 2026. Thank you very much, Team 29. From Team 29, we are EduCare Hub, building the future of learning in Nigeria. I would now like to open the floor for questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Godwin, do you want to take my job? Let me know.
Uh, sorry, I really have no intention of doing that.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Well done.
Yeah,
Well
yeah,
done to
thank you.
team which
29,
number?
29.
Team 29. Um so straight into it, Shetemi, do we have any feedback for team 29?
No, no feedback, please.
All right, must have done a good job. Gideon, do we have feedback for team 29?
No, no feedback.
All right. Thank you very much, team 29. But next time for presentation, please ensure that the volume of your voice is loud, and then there's this static noise that we can still hear. Probably that
Oh,
contributed to people not hearing you very clearly. But
oh, sorry about
yeah.
that.
All right. Thank you so much. So, who would be presenting for team 30? Team 30, please indicate who would be presenting for team 30 very quickly. Um, I'll be moving on to the next team if I don't see anybody for team 30. Okay, so team 31, who is presenting for team 31? Team 30, I can see someone, Zainab Bello. Are you the one presenting for team 30?
They said Adeni. Is Adeni? Have you raised your hand?
Okay, let me check. There's nobody here. Is Adeni on the call already? Nope.
Adeni, please you need to raise your hand if you are present.
Okay, so yeah, we have Adeni here. Give me a minute to give you panelists.
Please, the remaining presenters for the other teams, that's like 31, 32, 33, and so on up to 34, please raise your hand so that we can bring you on stage. Let's not have to call you and find you.
Also indicate in the chat box the name of the person. So team 31, 32, 33, 34. Very quickly. Adeni, you have the floor. You can present.
Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you, but we're yet to see your screen.
Okay, let me do so now. Uh,
Is it
is
just
it working?
or is breaking?
Fine?
It's not just you. I even thought it was my network. Adeni, hi. Your network is breaking. Please.
Can I get a gym?
Can you
Yes,
speak again?
we can. Your time. uh,
Adeni, can you hear us? Okay, so what? Oh,
Okay, can I proceed?
all
Yes,
right,
I
all
can hear
right.
you.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can
can.
hear you.
You're clear. Your time starts now, please.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Adini Andren from Team 30, and I'm presenting our project idea, which is EasyBins. Current waste management processes in many residential communities in Nigeria over time have been shown to be inefficient, disconnected, unrewarding, disorganized, and oftentimes unreliable. This is evident in the presentation of otherwise common issues such as delayed waste collection, increased incidence of overfilled bins, blocked drainage systems, and poor, almost non-existent recycling practices. These inefficiencies are further worsened by broken down communication between residents and waste collectors, lack of user-friendly systems, and minimal public awareness about proper waste disposal and recycling. The result is a growing environmental and public health concern that disproportionately affects urban communities. Our solution to this is EasyBins. EasyBins is a web and mobile supported waste management platform designed to address a critical gap in the waste management ecosystem by making the waste collection process for households, small businesses, and service providers easier and smarter. The platform enables users to schedule pickups, track collection history, learn how to sort waste, as well as report issues such as missed pickups or damaged bins, all while earning rewards for responsible recycling behavior. For service providers, EasyBins aim to optimize collection routes, simplify scheduling, and improve their operations significantly by offering subscription plan, emergency pickup options, and monetization from both recycled and upcycled materials. EasyBins aims to promote sustainable waste management as both practicable and profitable. Who are we? EasyBin is an eco-friendly waste management platform on a mission to redefine how urban communities in Nigeria manage their waste. Created by a team of forward-thinking AltScope Africa Tinyuka Team 30 students, EasyBin combines both technology, logistics, and sustainability to offer smart, convenient, and eco-friendly waste pickup services for households and businesses. Our mission is to make waste disposal effortless, efficient, and environmentally responsible through smart technology, and our vision is to become Africa's leading platform for tech-driven waste management, creating cleaner systems, creating cleaner cities, and a healthier planet. Our brand identity, although not final at this stage, we'll be moving on with the colors lime green, white, and mint green. Here's our brand logo. The business opportunity for EasyBins is as follows. Nigeria generates 21.6 million tons of waste annually at an average rate of 0.79 kilograms per person per day, with over 30% of Nigeria's total waste generated from Lagos, where fewer than 40% of households have access to reliable tech-enabled waste collections. Lagos is a vibrant city with 25 million people, where approximately 5 to 5.5 million households remain underserved, and abnormal penetration reach exceeds 90% nationwide. There's a huge opportunity to deliver smart, scalable waste management platform in Nigeria's busiest city. Our target audience includes households and families, small businesses and offices, waste management service providers. Our market size would be the total addressable market being Nigeria, consisting of 49.5 million households, and our base assumption would be the rate of about 3,000 naira per household per month, bringing our annual revenue potential to about 1.78 trillion naira, a massive figure, yes. The serviceable addressable market being Lagos mobile-ready households and small businesses at a number of 5 million under the same base rate of 3,000 naira, bringing that annual revenue to about 180 billion naira, while our serviceable obtainable market, which is our 18-month target to get about 100,000 users within our first 18 months, a good goal, as we all know, under the same rate of 3,000 naira, brings our revenue to about 3.6 billion naira. Our roadmap is Currently, we're on the prototype development phase with our design team working on the mockups that the dev team will be using for our development. We proceeded with design and branding last month, and the idea and discovery was founded during the month of April. Currently, we're on track to begin testing and iteration in the month of September with our piloting and our launching set for the
We have
month of
1 minute
October.
left.
In conclusion, EasyBins is solving a real urgent problem in one of Africa's largest and fastest growing cities. With a tech-driven, user-focused model, we're tackling waste at a scale, starting with Lagos, where demand is high and solutions are limited. Backed by data, mobile accessibility, and a passionate team, we're positioned to lead Nigeria's transition to a smarter and cleaner community. EasyBins isn't just another app. It's a practical response to a real everyday problem faced by millions with the power of technology, a user-centered approach, and a drive for sustainability. We're not just managing waste, we're redefining how cities live clean. The future is greener, smarter, and simpler, and that future starts here with us, EasyBins. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you, Team 30. Gideon, do we have comments for Team 30?
What does what does EasyBin do? I'm not sure I got that. So in one line, what problem are you trying to solve?
Okay, let me revisit that. So we're basically trying to address the waste management problem. This came from research based on particularly focusing on the city of Lagos. How there's, would I say, a widespread challenge in waste collection and management with people having issues with waste pickups and the like. So what we aim to do is kind of techify this problem and sort it out using technology and the waste management infrastructure that Nigeria even has, but just isn't
Okay,
able
so how
to
do
make use of because of inadequate technological system backing out. Did you get that?
okay, how do you intend to do it? Will you like put sensors in the bin?
We intend to use, sorry, please repeat your question.
Would you put sensors in the bin or something?
No, no, no. It's not the bins. We're basically going to be having a web app where users sign up
Oh, wow.
and kind of have access to the waste
Adeni, can you hear me?
management
Your network
providers where you
is
can now
breaking.
book a
Oh my
pickup
God.
for your bin,
Adeni, can you hear me?
track your bin, and it
Oh.
was it is just design features.
All
Okay,
right.
okay.
Can you hear me
You
better?
can just, yes, we can, but you can just retake all what you said. Just drop it on the comments
Yeah.
for
Just yeah, please go ahead.
all right.
All right, sure. So to get a question, you asked how was EasyBins going to solve that problem?
Yeah, you could just yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I'll drop it in the chat.
All
Thank you
right,
for your
cool.
time.
So I just
Right.
want to say for presentations, I think it would make a lot of sense. I don't know how much time you had. It would make a lot of sense to maybe just keep the PowerPoints like straight to the point and not have to read them. It makes the presentation a lot better.
All right. Thank you very much. Next up we have Team 31. Azan, please you have the floor very quickly.
Okay.
All right, Fatima, your time starts now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Hassan Fatima, and today I will be. Sorry, I'm having this background. How do I put? Okay.
We can see your screen though. What's the issue?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Hassan Fatima, and today I will be presenting for Team 31 on a project we called Cello. Cello Cello is a digital health companion for people living with sickle cell disease in Nigeria. Cello is a mobile app that helps users track symptoms, manage pain, stay informed, and connect with supportive community, all in one place. It's all about helping patients who are who we will like to call warriors, feel seen, stay ahead of crisis, and live with strength and dignity. According to our insights, Nigeria has the highest burden of sickle cell globally, but day-to-day support is lacking. Most warriors feel frequent health crises, often at home and alone. Caregivers are overwhelmed and doctors struggle to understand what happens between hospital visits. A warrior once said, "My parents don't understand what I'm going through. I wish I had a way to track everything to show them I'm not exaggerating." This is the gap Cello feels. Take Emmanuel, a university student who missed exams due to repeated crises. He's now close to dropping out. Or Mama Nkechi, a caregiver doing her best but always caught off guard by her daughter's episode. They both need a daily reliable support system. That's exactly what Cello provides. Cello gives users tools to manage their health every day, such as daily symptoms and pain tracking, medication and hydration reminder, a personal journal, educational content, emergency contact alerts, and many more. If Emmanuel had Cello, he might still be in class. If Mama Nkechi had it, she'd feel more confident and less afraid. Cello isn't just an app, it is a sustainable, impactful health tool. Commercially, we offer a freemium model, NGO and hospital partnerships, health insights, a large underserved market. Socially, we bring improved outcomes, mental support, relief for caregivers, a product built by Nigerians for Nigerians. Our users are warriors who want control over their condition, caregivers who provide day-to-day support, medical professionals who need better patient insights. Our total addressable market is over 9 million Nigerians. With rising smartphone usage, we estimate up to 8.6 million reachable users and over 1 million likely active users in the near term. Unlike CRIP-MD and Health Tracker, Cello is a purpose-built for sickle cell. We offer specialized tools for sickle cell disease, community and peer support, low data, offline features, cultural relevance, and patient-first design. No other app in Nigeria delivers this depth of care for sickle cell warriors. In a short time, we will have our MVP launch, which includes core features like symptoms tracking, reminders, and journaling. Next, we will include warrior chat, caregiver notification, personalized tips, and later on would include wearables, hospital integration, multilingual support, and telemedicine. We listened to warriors and caregivers while designing Cello. A warrior said, "I forgot my meds when I feel okay." Another one said, "I feel isolated, like no one understands." That's why Cello is built with empathy, simplicity, and real insight. We plan to scale through NGO and hospital integration, CSR sponsorship, innovation grant, insurance partnership, and freemium user mode. Our name, Cello, reflects both blood and the instrument cello, steady, comforting, and reliable. Our red and gold branding express urgency, care, and hope. Our logo, C, and a red drop symbolizes clarity and compassion. To grow Cello, we are seeking feedback to refine features, mentorship from experts, pilot partners, clinic, NGOs, and communities. We are also seeking help from collaborators who believe in smarter care. This is more than an app. It's a commitment to better health for every warrior. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Fatima. This is nicely put, and I must really comment this. So I'm just going to be giving the reins to Shetemi. Do you have any feedback for Team Cello?
Yeah, I mean, good work for. I think she sold the product well, and I'm sold as well. And I think that maybe based on experience now, like part of the problems I think I know you should be willing to solve is I think it adds a bit of forgetfulness and stubbornness to warriors. They kind of have some of those traits too. Are you thinking of, solving those kind of problems? Are you thinking of adding any feature to help them to remember to take their meds, right? Because, you know, a lot of them don't even want to take the meds in the first place. And maybe like email reminder, SMS reminder, or, you know, something quite innovative that helps them to, and then maybe sometimes, you know, random check-in or random checking to just encourage them when they are strong pains and, you know, there's nobody to support you. So I don't know how you want to add that kind of solution to what you're trying to build, but I think in general, it's just making the app useful and interesting for warriors to keep them going through the journey. So yeah, it makes sense.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team 31. Yeah, thank you so much. Team 32, we have Tekena. I'm going to be bringing you right up. I think I saw you, but I cannot see you anymore. Tekena, do you have your hands raised, please? Okay. All right. So you will have the floor now.
Tutor, not because I love teaching, but because no one else could do it. They had changed the school 3 times in 2 academic years. We even held him back a grade, hoping his academics would improve. It didn't. So his teachers simply ignored him. Is someone trying to speak?
You can continue, Tekena. Jerry, I think your network
Okay.
is breaking.
So as I was saying,
Sorry,
his
Tekena,
teachers
we
simply
cannot.
ignored him.
Sorry, we cannot see your screen. Are you presenting?
Yes, I am.
We cannot see
Oh,
your screen.
okay. Okay. Do you need me to start again from the beginning?
You can if you want to, but we still cannot see your screen. Okay, so it's up now. I think you forgot to present.
How about now?
It's
Oh,
loading
okay, my
up.
bad.
It's still loading
But
up.
can you
Yeah.
see it now?
Yes. Please roll.
Okay. So again, I'm Tekena and I'm representing Team 32, and we are building LoomingPlay for the Kenes. At 13, I became my nephew Kenes tutor, not because I love teaching, but because no one else could do it. We had changed the school 3 times in 2 academic years. We even held him back a grade, hoping his academics would improve. It didn't. So his teachers simply ignored him and focused on the serious students. They couldn't help him, but I managed to. With time, I realized he needed to understand the why behind things. He wasn't slow, he just learned differently. Kene had me. However, 3.2 million Nigerian kids who quietly struggle with learning challenges aren't as lucky. They are simply seen as olodos and unserious. Teachers may seem like the problem, but they are in need of help too. With 40 to 50 students per class, teachers are stretched too thin, and so they cannot help every child in the way that is required. Parents, like our research shows, even take their kids for spiritual deliverance because of their academic performance. And so we introduce LoomingPlay. Let me take you back to my nephew for a moment. Imagine if instead of guessing what was wrong, we had a tool that could show how he thinks and learns. With LoomingPlay, children simply have to play fun games, and based on their interactions with these mini games, insights into how they learn are quietly collected and used to suggest learning resources. These insights are then shared with parents and teachers alike. Thought has been put into crafting LoomingPlay. We chose these warm colors as our brand colors because we want every child to feel safe with this product. Our brand name was also chosen with intentionality. Lumen meaning light, insight, brilliance, and play meaning fun,
which together means learning through playful light. Looming is built to address the need of the 83% of parents who simply want to understand their child's learning needs, the 66.7% of teachers who cannot support diverse needs, and the 64% of parents who cannot simply support their kids because of uncertainty on how their kids learn. We are not the first to address this market. However, many of the available tools either use labels that are inconsiderate of the Nigerian culture, causing stigma, or they simply teach kids without revealing insight. And so, our leverage is in addressing these gaps by giving personalized insights and resources free of hard labels. With LoomingPlay capitalizing on children's desire to play, we estimate that at least we will be able to reach 750,000 children in 3 to 5 years of the total of 15 million children who are reachable through mobile and web-based tools. LoomingPlay is now more than an idea. It's beginning to gain flesh and bones with our iterative building process, user research, competitor analysis, wireframing, and prototyping. Going at this rate, our core MVP will be ready to be shipped in the early days of October. We are just getting started, and we plan to stay this course for the sake of all the kennels, for the sake of brighter kennels, and for the sake of brighter kids who feel safe enough to learn and to ask questions. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Ekena. This is nicely put, and I really, really love the idea behind this. Um, Gideon, do you have any feedback for Team Lumen Play?
I do not. As an educator, I am also. I think it's a really good idea, and I would love to see the product.
All right, thank you so much, Gideon. Shetemi, do you have any feedback for the team?
Maybe she sold us in.
Yeah, she really did. She did. Thank you again, Team 32. So we're going straight into Team 33. So we have two people, Temi Dayo Raymond. So I guess one person will be presenting. The other will be
Yeah, Rooks need to give Raymond access to for panelists. He's the one
okay.
presenting.
Yeah. All right. So Temi Dayo, you can go ahead and speak.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm waiting for Raymond to share his screen, but also thank you all so much for the chance to talk about our lovely platform. Um,
Okay, so just so you know, Team 33, your time has started because we've given Raymond the access to present his screen.
okay.
Or Raymond, are you having issues presenting?
There we go.
All right.
So it's a gradual process. Thank you all so much for bearing with us. So my name is Tinyuka, and I am so privileged to be presenting Lefana to you. Lefana is an online housing platform that cares deeply about its users. On our next slide, we will speak on more specific people. So for example, Chidima, she did everything right. And she, as far as she knew, she did everything right. But it turned out that the property that she had paid for was a scam. Or Daniel, for example, a corp member who specifically said that he didn't want any extra charges after his rent, but was hit with hidden fees upon payment. Um, on our next slide, we'll talk about how Lefana, a user-oriented platform, intends to fix their issues and many others. For example, if Chidima was using Lefana, she would have had access to our exclusively verified properties, an in-person tour that she could schedule on our platform. Daniel, for example, could have access to Lefana's transparent pricing filter and many other features from Lefana that would have softened their experience and clarified things for them. On our next slide, we will speak more on our identity as a brand. Lefana's colors are chosen to give an energy of calm and clarity that we will be bringing into the housing scene. The name Lefana is a combination of two words, let to rent, and Havana, life, lifestyle, and community. But what we're really trying to say is when it comes to housing, when it comes to living, we know what we're doing and we're on your side. On our next slide, we'll show you things that we do in practice as a brand. Our values, thank you. So our mission, for example, is to empower young Nigerians, urban Nigerians to rent while feeling safe. And our vision is to be the most trusted rental platform in Nigeria with core values such as trust, simplicity, transparency, empowerment, and innovation through data-driven iterations and customer feedback. On our next slide, we'll talk about the business side of things. So there is money to be made, commissions, payment fees, listing fees, ads, data and analytics. And on the next slide, you could see the numbers that show our deep care for our users. Our numbers are low because we want this to be achievable for anyone who cares. For example, 2 to 5K weekly on featured listings, 1 to 3K per click, 5% commission, you name it. Our next slide will be speaking on our market. So our total addressable market will be coming up next. And it's going to show you that we are basing this on Lagos right now. And so, yeah, Raymond, if you could please change the slide. Wow. I do not know what just happened.
Network took Raymond out. But we are still with you guys. Don't worry. We're still with you.
Okay, so let me get this going. So our total addressable market is going to be based in Lagos up to 8 trillion naira annually. Our serviceable addressable market is going to be up to 4 trillion naira annually. And our serviceable obtainable market is, we are aiming for 3 to 5% of the market share within 5 years, which is 2.5 to 5 billion naira annually. Our target audience is students looking for cheap accommodation near their campuses, young couples looking for somewhere safe and somewhere with amenities like schools, hospitals, markets.
You have 1 minute left.
Professionals looking for spaces with soft copies of their contracts and their receipts. So our next slide was going to be our product roadmap. Our product roadmap shows that the product team has started us off with research and the ideas presented. And the rest of this is going to be championed by our development team. Our development team is going to do agile development and coding, finalization and quality assurance, user testing and iteration, and our final demo. So we have looked into our competitors, and there is a lot to learn and a lot to be inspired by from our competitors who have, so many different features that we find inspiration from, like videos and, dual profiles, but also issues like, their UX redundancy. We intend to learn from our competitors as well as listen to our users who have complained about.
Time is up.
Okay. Thank
So
you so much.
To wrap up in like a few seconds, really, if you can. Yeah.
Okay. So our platform, these are our competitors, and these are the many things that their strengths and weaknesses that we intend to find inspiration from. On the next slide, you can see some information on what our users have given us to work with. So they have issues with landlords in their face, prices behind their back, poorly kept housing, outdated listings, you name it. We have features to fix this, such as verified listings to build trust, flexible rent for accessibility, direct landlord communication to have more transparency. Jesus, Raymond, if you could please go to the last slide. Anywho, we have many features. Don't worry about that. And in conclusion, Lefana wants to make moving easier, and we want you to never feel stranded even when you're in between homes. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, Team 33, for your presentation. So very quickly, Shitemi, do we have comments for this team? Feedback?
Yes, I don't lose distraction by listening to the presenter, so I don't have much feedback. But she kind of like did a very good work presenting. I think part of the things I want them to really adjust is like, yeah, we probably want to look at the name, and the name sounds very I don't know how, but maybe some persons will agree with me, like the name can be a lot more better. Lefana, right? Lefana. Well, it
Yeah,
sounds like
I think it
Lefana.
sounds more like a drug or something, like a medicine. What was a drug? Medicine.
Right. But if it can be maybe spicier than that, I don't know. But if you guys feel like it's perfect, it's good. And and I think I like the fact that you did the SWOT analysis of your competitors. I think this is the probably like maybe first or second team, maybe spelling that out in our face today. So it makes a lot of sense. So a lot of research has been doing. I still believe like no matter how much your competitors are, you guys can still thrive. So and thank you and your team for the effort.
All right,
Thank you
thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you, Team 33. Okay, so I'll be calling on the last team for today, Team 34, Ibukun. You have the floor.
Raymond, please, can you stop sharing?
Raymond has vexed for us. See, all the time we network now allow him to share, and I want to share everything. Raymond, thank you.
Raymond.
Thank you.
Is Raymond with us or against us? Okay, he's with us. Hi, Bukun.
Good evening.
We can't hear you.
Sorry, I don't know if my screen is sharing now.
Yes, it is. All right, your
Okay,
time starts now.
thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ibukun, and I'm representing Team Trace Zero, and our capstone project is called EchoTrack, and it is focused on empowering sustainable living. We all know the increasing alarm bells around climate change, and the core issue is our growing carbon footprint, that is the total greenhouse gases we release. This isn't just an abstract global problem, it directly impacts us here in Nigeria through environmental degradation, public health risks, resource overuse, amongst others. Now, why EchoTrack? We believe that by reducing our carbon footprint, we protect our environment, improve public health, and ensure a sustainable future. Our solution is about making sustainability accessible, relevant, and even rewarding. Our project goals are simple yet powerful, that is, track, learn, and act. We want to empower every individual and community to understand and reduce their environmental impact one activity at a time. EchoTrack directly contributes to achieving SDG Goal 13, that is climate action, by empowering individuals to measure and reduce their personal carbon footprint. Our brand identity for EchoTrack is visually impactful. Through our logo type, it features footprints intertwined with nature, which symbolizes a personal environmental journey and our commitment to protecting the planet. Our complementary colors such as green, white, earth yellow, carbon gray, and brown reflects our mission of sustainability, innovation, and transparency in carbon tracking. Now, moving on to business opportunity. The demand for eco-friendly solutions is skyrocketing globally, and Nigeria is no exception. Now, what makes eco-tracking unique? Unlike most existing apps, EchoTrack is specifically designed for the African markets. That is, we understand our local context. Considering opportunity, Nigeria has a growing middle class and increasing environmental awareness, and we estimate a SAM of 1 to 5 million urban Nigerians who are ready to engage with sustainable choices. The Echo app market is projected to reach $127 billion by 2032. And here in Nigeria, with over 70 million smartphone users, even a 1% adoption rate translates to over 700,000 potential users of our app. Our competitive advantages are built on understanding our local users through localized emission data, offline support and low data environments, multiple language supports like English, Yoruba, and Hausa, community features, and gamified challenges. Moving on to our data, we conducted a survey with 85 early adopters, primarily people in the age group of 18 to 34-year-olds, who have an ideal for habit-based tracking. They confirmed the critical insight that there is high climate awareness but low action, which shows a clear motivation gap. EchoTrack is here to bridge that gap between awareness and action with personalized guided tools. They told us they want to track their transport, energy, food, and waste. 67% of these respondents are willing to use EchoTrack to track their carbon footprint. Moving on to our project roadmap, we have successfully initiated the project in April, and right now we're currently in project design and product development. And as we go along the line towards October, we plan on looking through our performance optimization, security audits, and continuous improvements. To conclude, the EchoTrack project is more than just an app. It's a practical approach to addressing climate change at an individual level by empowering users to track, learn, and act on their carbon footprint. We enhance environmental awareness and foster personal accountability. We are confident that with EchoTrack, we would have a significant positive impact on both its users and the broader Nigerian environment. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Team 34, for keeping it.
Wow, she still had 1 minute left. Shout out to Ibukum.
I think this is the only thing that's really stuck
Thank you
with
so
her.
much.
There were like two other teams that didn't use their full time. Shout out to
I,
all of
almost, I almost wanted to say that I hold them something, but thank you for saving me, Darren.
we owe them extra 1 minute in their next demo. But we don't know who the teams
We
are.
want you to that too, ma.
We don't know who the teams are. Nothing for you people.
All right, all right. Gideon, do we have any feedback for Team 34? Is Gideon still with us? I'm not sure. Gideon, are you still here?
Yeah, I can see his icon, but I don't know. Shetemi.
No feedback.
Oh, okay, Gideon.
All right. Shetemi, do you have feedback?
No, but I have general feedback. I said you are supposed to be sharing Coke and Fanta for panelists too.
Shetemi, what was that?
Let me show virtual one for you guys.
All right. So thank you for your presentation, EchoTrack. And so I'm just trying to see how you intend to like make this. Maybe students should be buying the Coke too on the lighter mode as part of the project. But how do you intend to, is it like there will be sensors tracking, or people would have to be manually coming to fill the information? Or I don't know. Maybe, but I just want you to think about it so that we don't take too much time, and I don't want you to respond to. You probably use the chat, right? Will people be manually? Okay, so people will be manually bringing it in. Okay, that makes sense. So from there, you can then advise them. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for that. And I think again, the world is going green. I don't know if that's actually true, but it's the direction. So there's a lot of investors to investment going on around anything that is green. Even if you like color your ear green now and go and say you want to sell it, people will come and invest. So, but I think the idea is good. Us trying to reduce the carbon footprint is a good thing. So I hope you're able to build out this into perfection. Yeah.
We hope so too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Team 34. Thank you to all the teams that have presented today. We appreciate your efforts, the time and the energy you guys have put into putting this presentation, and also your projects. And then we also would like to encourage you guys to keep putting in the work and believe on the long run, you guys are going to reap the fruits of your labor, right? Okay, Derry, you have the floor.
All right. Hi, everyone. I think we have like about 250 people here. Hopefully, someone from each team is still represented. But just a quick advice. Well done to everyone. I realized am I the only one? Shit, everyone. A lot of teams were health sector, right? Why do all of you focus on the health sector alone? But nevertheless, well done to everyone. And I just want to advise everyone. Now we have seen how like a demo session goes. Please try to be prepared. If possible, whoever is going to be the presenter have a backup, right? So you can choose a backup presenter amongst your teammates for the next one, so that in case, for network issues, sharing screen or anything at all, you can always have someone that can come up as a backup to help you, present or just continue talking, because of network issues and different things will always happen. So I also want us to be conscious of time. I know a lot of people, there were some people that did smooth transitions. Immediately we called them up, they were already sharing their screen. Other teams should take note of this. And I think also for your next demo sessions, like Shetemi mentioned, I think, and Gideon, right? Try as much as possible to go straight to the point. Let us know what exactly you are trying to build, what you're trying to do, the problem and the solution that you have come about with, right? I feel like you shouldn't really focus on maybe, oh, we have a button for this, we were able to create a color for this and all of that, right? Go straight to the point about the idea, what came to be. A lot of teams did stories. We love that, right? But try as much as possible to do that. And presenters can also practice. You can set a timer for yourself, 5 minutes, just so you're on time and you're able to say all that you have to say within the 5 minutes that will give you. Because the next demo is most definitely going to be like 5 minutes, right? As well. So that's just advice for everyone. Let your team members know. And good luck to everyone ahead.
All right, thank you, Dary. So just like she has mentioned, so please let's all have that in mind. Please, you can, relay this back to your team members and any team that is not here. Probably you have friends there, just share this gospel, right? And also thank you so much to our panelists, which are instructors. I believe some of you might know them, some might not, but these are your instructors basically, and they took their time to come and give you guys feedback on what you guys have been working on. So kudos to them, and we really really appreciate them. We appreciate you guys, and we also appreciate ourselves. I mean, kudos to us, Darren.
I was
So,
about to say you don't appreciate me, K.
all right. So thank you so much for staying with us up until this time. Have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. Bye, everybody.